right back at it. Here's Proverbs 20. Drinking too much makes you loud and foolish. It's stupid to get drunk. It's like I said, self-explanatory, right? Fear an angry king as you would a growling lion. Making him angry is suicide. Any fool can start arguments. The honorable thing is to stay out of them. The honorable thing is to stay out of them. Yes. Don't fuel the flame, right? A farmer too lazy to plow his fields at the right time will have nothing to harvest. A person's thoughts are like water in a deep well, but someone with insight can draw them out. If you can think it, you can do it. Everyone talks about how loyal and faithful he is, but just try to find someone who really is. You know, a lot of us, a lot of us, especially to our Heavenly Father, you know, we say we're true, we're faithful to Him, yet every day we sin, you know, not even knowing. But through God's grace and His mercy, we're still alive and still forgiven, you know. Children are fortunate if they have a father who is honest and does what is right. You know, and like I said before with you, the single parents, the single females, you know, I feel, you know, your pain and everything, what's going on with just these guys just humping and dumping, right? Just using you, getting you pregnant, walking out of your lives, like, and leaving you to the kids. I understand, right? It's a blessing for that kid to have his father. So choose wisely who you lay down with. The king sits in judgment and knows evil when he sees it. Can anyone really say that his conscience is clear, that he has gotten rid of his sin? The Lord hates people who use dishonest weights and measures. Even a child shows what he is by what he does. You can tell if he is honest and good. The Lord has given us eyes to see with and ears to listen with. If you spend your time sleeping, you will be poor. Spending your time dreaming about the money instead of making it. Keep busy and you will have plenty to eat. The customer always complains that the price is too high, but then he goes off and brags about the bargain he got. It's like a lot of us too, we don't support local businesses. We support the major companies, but we don't support each other. If you know what you are talking about, you have something more valuable than gold or jewels. Knowledge, wisdom, right? Coming out your mouth. They're not going based off your own understanding no more. Everything coming out your mouth, everything you soaked up, and now you're just spitting it back out to your brothers and sisters. Anyone stupid enough to promise to be responsible for a stranger's debts ought to have his own property held to guarantee payment. What you get by dishonesty you may enjoy like the finest food, but sooner or later it will be like a mouthful of sand. Get good advice and you will succeed. Don't go charging into battle without a plan. A gossip can never keep a secret. Stay away from people who talk too much. I touched on that other video, you know, a couple videos back. If you curse your parents, your life will end like a lamp that goes out in the dark. You know, you gotta honor thy mother and thy father, you know. I understand a lot of us, there's some that parents did us wrong, but leave it in God's hand, right? Love them, forgive them, so that pain, that hurt don't linger with you, it don't grow, and you don't, you know, establish anger, hatred, all these things, and it consumes you. And now everybody, you know, here's the thing, you get that generational curse. You see that it consumes you, and the same things your parents did to you, you do to your kids. The more easily you get your wealth, the less good it will do you. Don't take it on yourself to repay a wrong. Trust the Lord and He will make it right. The Lord hates people who use dishonest scales and weights. That's the second time that was mentioned. See the importance of that? The Lord has determined our path. How then can anyone understand the direction his own life is taking? You know? Jesus took the wheel. Think carefully before you promise an offering to God. You might regret it later. Going back to Cain and Abel, right? Cain was jealous because God was pleased with Abel's offering. So make sure it's genuine, it comes from the heart, you know, and it's just not just doing it to do it. You know, this is your Heavenly Father. This is our Father that grants us life each and every day, you know. A wise king will find out who is doing wrong and will punish him without pity. The Lord gave us mind and conscience. We cannot hide from ourselves. We are our biggest enemies. Let me stop right there. Our mind. I have talked about this over and over in many videos. Our mind is our biggest enemy, right? Because whatever's in here, whatever negative seed that is planted, say from broken people, the world, whatever, is going to grow, it's going to consume us, and we're going to be fighting with ourselves. And it's going to be hard to hear God talking to us, to hear God saying, it's okay, my child. You know, all these things. It's just going to be hard to seek out God, period. Because, you know, it's a battle. It's a constant battle with this. A king will remain in power as long as his rule is honest, just, and fair. We admire the strength of youth and respect the gray hair of age. Sometimes it takes a painful experience to make us change our ways. Breakthrough moments. When we go through hurt, pain, all these things, right? Now, we could hear God. Especially with me. When I was going through my pain, my breakthrough moment, oh man, I heard God loud and clear. You know, tears and everything. And I don't regret that moment to this day. When I just broke down, tears rolling down my eyes, I'm just calling out to my Heavenly Father, and He took care of me. He got me to where I am now, where I need to be. And I'm forever grateful.